Welcome to the daily review from KASM Capital. The US market, Euro versus the dollar US, the movement in Bitcoin as well as trends in oil and gold, as given by the founder Dr. Men.
Morning, how's everybody? We are back with a report on the markets, the US dollar, Bitcoin, oil, and gold. So, yesterday was an interesting day for the markets. The markets were shaken by this remark from Trump, whereby he said that he may impose some sanctions on the movement of US goods to China, which obviously shook the markets and there was a sudden drop in the markets. But with that, the meme stocks also took a hit, and the market came down because of that as well. Hence, there was a drop of about 0.5% in the Dow as well as Nasdaq as well as the S&P 500. The tech stocks also took a hit, which is why the S&P 500 also dropped. This somewhat brought to life the concerns regarding the froth in the market. The markets do have a great deal of froth, a fear that has been expressed time and again by analysts. And the drop yesterday showed that some of that froth was real and that was wiped out by the markets. So that has led to a drop in the markets. Since last night, the markets are trying to pare some of those losses, and I think they will recover some of those losses once the markets open. But at this point in time, markets are more in a holding pattern. The situation is somewhat similar with Bitcoin. That's also in a holding pattern around 109,000. Oil prices are continuing to climb, especially since the sanctions imposed by Donald Trump on Russian oil companies. Gold prices are beginning to make a recovery. Gold is hovering around the 4,100 mark. And the euro is obviously showing signs of weakness against the US dollar ever since there is a talk of the US government shutdown coming to an end. So, on the whole, markets are in a bit of a holding pattern, but I think they will climb further, as will Bitcoin, as will gold, as will the US dollar, as will oil. So, expect these trends, all of these, to rally today and tomorrow, and definitely next week when the US Federal Reserve comes up with its rate cut decision. So, stay long on all of these, and you should be able to make some good gains during the course of the next few days.